Hello and welcome back to Chatty TV Junkie. I'm your TV Junkie, Wendy, and today we are going to talk about the Golden Bachelor wedding, which was on last night. Thank you to all of you who have subscribed, and if you haven't, just go ahead and click that button below and also hit that bell notification so you know when I upload and give me the thumbs up. That is the trifecta of love here on YouTube. All right, let's get into it. Well, first of all, they both looked absolutely fabulous up there. Teresa did have a malfunction of her dress, and I kind of noticed it, but then I thought, well, maybe they changed the design of the dress, because if you notice when they were going through her bridal shopping and trying on the different dresses, when she picked the dress, by the way, the first dress that she tried on was beautiful, but I personally don't like strapless. So I wouldn't have picked that one, but it was a very pretty dress. I like the last one she did pick that had the straps. Well, when she was facing him, her right shoulder was facing the audience, and the strap was like, it was a very pretty strap, was on her, below her shoulder and like being draped. Some styles do that on purpose, and apparently it wasn't supposed to be like that. It was supposed to be like the way she had it when she was at the bridal shop when they were on her shoulders. So at some point, some stitching popped off or it slid down her arm, and I couldn't see the other side because it was facing away, but I did notice the one there and thought, oh, well, maybe she decided to wear it that way instead of up on the shoulder, because sometimes it's a style thing. So that was the one thing that some of the articles said, is that there was a malfunction, but she just went through the motions and everything. I loved that Susan officiated it. She did an amazing job. I had no idea that she was a minister, or I don't know if she just, you can just go get your license to do that. She's really good in front of a crowd. And I really, really liked that she was part of it. And their bachelorette party, they showed that, where they went and did a boudoir photo shoot. And Ellen was the only one that was a little shy. And she's like, oh, I don't know if I could do this. But it was very tasteful. They had all these different outfits to choose from. So they got to choose what they wore. And they had a lot of fun with it. And she ended up really liking the pictures and stuff in the end. So that was really good. They also showed their families coming together for the holidays. So you had Gary and his kids, and her kids and the grandkids and everyone together. And it seems like everyone really gets along. I wasn't expecting the daughters from both sides to speak. So Gary's daughters both got up there and spoke, and then her daughter got up there and spoke, and all of them are super happy for their parents, because, they're both of their other parents passed. For the girls, for Gary's kids, the mom, and for Teresa's kids, the dad. And I have always said from the very beginning that I think that he was going to end up with a widow. It just works. It just works for them. As far as the prenup goes, we will probably never know if there was a prenup. Obviously, everyone's hoping that they were smart and did it, just because the nature of Bachelor Nation. But they seem to really be in love. Super happy for him. Leslie actually showed up to the wedding, and she just had surgery. I believe that what she had written on Instagram was that there was a blockage in her intestines. She had to have surgery, but she was there at the wedding. And the other girl, now she was not at the bachelorette party, but Faith was at the bachelorette party. So I don't know how that works. Like if ABC invited the one girl and Teresa's really friends with the other one. And apparently she gets along with Kathy off screen. And so the whole zip thing, they've gotten over it. They've moved on and they're friends. So that was really nice to see. They had a bunch of Bachelor and Bachelorette Nation people in the audience. They actually spoke to Trista. Ryan was there, but he didn't get to talk. He just stood there with the microphone. And then Jason and Molly were there. Did you guys see Jason? He looks really good with the whole mustache beard thing going on. Those two have been married for a while now. Caitlin Bristow was in the background, and she knew the camera was on her because she kept looking into the camera. She was wearing, I believe, a green dress. She's been in the news lately. Well, I don't know if the news, but she's definitely been in the talk of some vlogs and on Instagram, because she was seen in some photos with Tayshia's ex, and there's been speculation that they've been dating. And then of course her ex has unfollowed her from Instagram, and it's like this whole thing. So yeah, so it's always drama. But I don't know if you guys noticed, but she's on camera and she popped an entire meatball into her mouth. I thought it was pretty funny. And then the other thing that happened was there was a proposal, not during the wedding, but like everyone was in the background having a cocktail hour, and they did it in front of the camera. You know, they set it up ahead of time. ABC knew that it was going to happen. And according to Jesse, the announcer, he said that they did ask for Teresa and Gary's blessing before they decided to do it there at their venue. And they said, sure, go ahead. And so Brandon, the one that wears the earrings, who's been on Bachelor in Paradise, who has not been successful at Bachelor in Paradise. Now, I did not watch all of last season, but from what I understand, he left alone. And then do you guys remember Barbara Mandrell's daughter? I think her name is Christine. She was on The Bachelor, but she was let go really early on. And what happened was she slid into his DMs, Brendan's, and they started talking back and forth. Then they started FaceTiming. They've fallen in love. He's moving out there to Tennessee, and he got on one knee and proposed, which he was not expecting, and they are going to be getting married. So she has a daughter from a previous relationship, and yeah, I'm happy for him. He's been wanting to fall in love, and it just worked out for them, which is great. So it was a little strange that happened, but again, they staged the whole thing ahead of time. If someone had proposed at my wedding, I would not have been happy about it. Many people think it's a tacky move to do that at someone else's wedding. So unless, I don't know, I guess unless you ask the bride or something, but in general, it's not something I don't think you'd want to do. I don't think it's something you'd want to do at someone else's wedding and steal their spotlight, because that's their day. That's the bride's day and everything like that. So nobody did that at my wedding, thankfully. It was my day. So yeah, so what did you guys think? Do you think this marriage is going to last? I think it's going to last. I think it's got legs, unless, something else weird goes down, but they're going to be in bliss for a while before all reality kicks in. I mean, they still really don't know each other for a full year yet. So, but, on the other hand of the coin, they're not 20-year-olds. They've both been through marriages. They both knew what they were looking for. And they're, she's 70, he's a little older. And so they're going to ride off into the sunset together. So they did not announce any Golden Bachelorette yet. Like I said, I don't think that they're going to do that until the end of this next Bachelor season, which actually starts, I believe, on the 22nd. It starts on a Monday. So they're going back to Mondays again, which actually I like, because usually there's not a whole lot on Mondays. So they're going back to that. And then, of course, I'll be back. That's why I was doing Tuesday, Thursdays for so long. But I think from now on, I'm just going to randomly pop up, because I still want to talk about the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I don't have time to record another one now, so I'll come back either tonight or tomorrow and do that. Holy mackerel. If you haven't watched that show yet, you could probably catch up on it. But if you do watch that show, you understand what I'm talking about. There's a lot of controversy going on right now with that show. But anyway, so that is it for now. I will be back soon. So thank you for tuning into the Chatty TV Junkie. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button below. Give me a big thumbs up, and I'll see you very soon.